So Sean, we have the 2018 Practice Mastery kickoff coming up in a couple of weeks at the Capitol Grill on the 23rd. The big question is, why should a medical provider or anybody else be interested in attending?
Yeah, well, first of all, hello everybody. I'm Sean Callagy and Tom LaGreca. It's funny. What Practice Mastery is all about is, I think that there's this mindset that people have about how growth happens. And it's so funny because I think sometimes people think, on the one hand, anything's possible. But on the other hand, I think a lot of times people don't necessarily do the things that they know. And sometimes they don't know sort of the small things that are critically important to make things happen. And Practice Mastery is really an outgrowth of the coaching and training programs I used to do. It's what's helped us build a 105-person law firm at Callagy Law with enormous plans for growth for 2018. And that's really what we're sharing, at Practice Mastery. So why would I tell somebody to come? If you're interested in growing your practice, you want more out of your practice, more time, more money, more fulfillment, better leadership, that's what I think people should come to Practice Mastery for. I know I would go. I'm going to a 6-day seminar coming up to work on the practice that I'm paying $10,000 for. I would say respectfully, the quality content that people are going to get throughout the year of Practice Mastery is going to be that good and better, especially because it's over an extended period of time.
These are business people that tend to be busy in their practices, whether they're practicing physicians or imaging centers or other aspect of the medical world. They're busy people. What makes this, if anything, particularly relevant to the medical world?
Sure. I think everybody wants more, right? Tom, everybody. People want the more money, more time, more fulfillment I just described, but it really comes down to 4 areas. There's bringing in the business, right? Growing your practice. There's doing the work. There's billing it. And there's collecting it. And we all have challenges in those 4 areas. I do, and we work on this incredibly intensely. And the people I meet always, and I've coached hundreds of people in my paid coaching business, and in that paid coaching business, people would always say that they had a hard time, they thought they were doing everything in terms of marketing, everything in terms of sales, they'd have frustration. And there's a lot of things that are critically important that people, I think, don't see and understand. And that's that in each of those 4 different areas we talked about. So the value of coming is because you're going to work on your practice, not in your practice. We work on the practice. Do we not, Tom? We spent 6 hours today in training on sales and business development, correct?
Yes.
And we did it last week also.
Yes.
So we put our money where our mouth is. This is, I'm paying salaries of people who sit in a room all day and train. So if I'm doing it for my own team, then what we're doing at Practice Mastery is the exact same thing. So I'm telling people to do something I pay people to do all day long. And this is 2 decades of my learning and training in these things, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on coaching and training programs. I go regularly. I watch videos continuously, read books. And that's how we've been able to do the things we've been able to do. And we want to share those things and give back to them. So it's an enormously valuable investment of time in 2018.
What about people that are happy with the size of their practice?
If people are happy with this, listen, if everybody has everything they want in their practice, then Practice Mastery isn't for them, right? If they're collecting all the money that they should collect, their team is as excited, engaged, energized, and enthusiastic as possible, and they have as much in terms of their marketing and sales as they want, then absolutely stay home. If you are missing anything in any of those areas, and most people, frankly, are missing a lot in all of those areas, they should be there. And the issue isn't, do you understand marketing or not, or sales or not, or leadership or not, collecting or not? That's not the question. The question really is, where are you on the scale of mastery? And that's what Practice Mastery is all about. And that's what we talk about here internally, because the difference between being a solid 8 in your marketing and being a 9.7 could be triple in your practice in a 3 or 4 year period. That's what it's really about. And Practice Mastery is about really engaging that mindset, meeting other people of a similar mindset. And let me use the credibility of this. We have people that were kind of dragged to their first Practice Mastery event because people think they know what this is. People think that they know, I've been to these networking things before. It's not a networking thing. It's not. We don't even use the word networking. It's a place to come to learn, practice what you're learning, and potentially meet other strategic relationships, for sure. We have people driving 2 hours to come to these events who have established, successful medical practices because they're like, I love it. I feel fantastic when I leave. I learn new things. I feel a higher level of accountability. And quite frankly, and the doctors know more about this than I do, that our brains are muscles. And when we learn things, when we condition our thinking, we build the neural connections, things begin to grow, shift, and change. And that's what this is really all about. It's about the repetitive nature of some of the exercises that we do, the accountability structures, being around like-minded people. The world is full of people who tell us we can't, we shouldn't, it's too much. It's just what it is. I can't grow my practice anymore because of reimbursement rates or because of people doing illegal things or all these things that are going on. And it's just not true. It's made it harder, for sure, but people are growing. People are succeeding, and they're doing it the right way, and that's what we're looking to invite and bring into Practice Mastery.
Is there any value other than growing your business?
Absolutely. I think everything that we learn inside of Practice Mastery is applicable to our life, to our relationships, to our family dynamics. And by the way, I'm not preaching. I'm not sitting here saying, wow, come follow me, I know everything, I know this. There are principles that work, and there are principles that don't. When I follow those principles that work, I get incredible results, right? When I am not following those principles, I get horrendous results. So it's not like I'm sitting here as a guru, right? I'm sitting here saying these are the principles that work. And by the way, when I'm doing Practice Mastery, I'm helping people and giving, I tend to tighten up myself and follow these principles at a much higher level. You've been working with me for a long time, Tom. Have you ever seen me more engaged than I am right now?
No, never.
Right? And it's because we just came off of the top jury verdict 2016 in the state of Arizona. We're one of only 2 law firms in the country with 2 top 100 jury verdicts in the past 3 years, and I'm not bragging. I'm saying that was a major investment of my time and energy over the past number of years. I made the commitment to work as hard on growing the practice because we kind of stabilized. We're really successful. We collected $50 million last year for our medical providers. It was the largest amount that we've ever done. But we weren't like rapidly growing like we were. And that's because I think I was very involved in Arizona. Is that fair?
Absolutely.
And we are back on this absolute vengeance of working as hard on the business and growing as we did in Arizona. We've opened a New York office, like an actual physical location. We're opening an office in Jersey City. We have an office in Arizona. We're talking about opening offices in Connecticut and Pennsylvania. We're launching to the world of personal injury. And all of this is the byproduct of the exact principles we're sharing and teaching in Practice Mastery.
Well, it sounds good. Looking forward to January 23rd.
Yeah, listen,
And,
January 23rd, Capitol Grill, please come join us. And if you come and you think it's not what we're saying, then call me a liar and stand up and say this isn't what you said it would be. And I have no problem with that. Tell everybody it's not what I'm saying it will be. I promise it will be. It's an hour live session on January 23rd. We're doing 24 webinars across this year because one of the challenges I had is when people are coming to, we did dinners last year, right? Now, I'm proud of the dinners that we did. We got great reviews and feedback. We built an entire syllabus for 2018, so each session is going to have different content, all sequential. The webinars matter. We're going to have a few repeats so people, in case they miss one, can come. But this is an entire syllabus for 2018. It's New Year's. Everything's ready to go. Please come to Practice Mastery. Check it out. We don't have anybody who comes and says, that really wasn't worth it to me. We have doctors that come. We have people that own facilities, that non-doctors that come. We have people that are in the billing staff, collection staff. We have people telling us, hey, I took that home. I talked to my, my teenage son, my college-age son. Would you talk to them? And they're getting incredible results with the content and the material. Please come check it out. Please spread the word. Please share the video. We hope to see you on January 23rd in premise. RSVP because seating is limited. We expect to be in an overflow situation for sure. We're going to have another event coming up down the road, but you want to be at the first one on January 23rd at the Capitol Grill in Paramus. I think it's a 6 p.m. registration.
Yes.
7 p.m. the program starts. It is all for free, right? No charge for nothing, right? Come. See, I'm Sean Callagy, Tom McGrecka. Have a great day.